name is Shivansh Chauhan, and today we're gonna read the first chapter, The Council Unites, of the book Ghost Order. So let's start without wasting any time. Chapter 1. A boy named Max lived in Los Angeles, United States of America. His parents once went to India but never came back. So he started living in a tree house which was built by his own father for him at the ending of the colony where he had his house. But that was sold. Now he had a small tree house only with a Siberian husky dog, and it had dark blue lashing eyes. It was 4 months old and its name was Sparky. Max didn't have any way of income through which he could go to school, so every year he participated in a football skill championship as he was fantabulous at it. He won the first prize twice since his parents were not with him. This event was the only place from where his school fees came from. He got a scholarship for 1 year by winning the championship. But because of some political issues, the government banned these types of championships for next 5 months, and the date for fees submission was closed. So he chose to work in a store. The next day, when he went for the interview, the shop owner declined to keep Max as a worker in his shop due to his strange birthmark on his right hand. It was not like other birthmarks. Max's birthmark was red in color and it made people think that he is an abnormal child. When he returned from the store, he was really upset and was crying, but Sparky bought a football, moving it towards Max, pushing the football from its nose. When he saw the football, his tears vanished and he went to the colony ground to play there. There he saw two big trucks and some people taking sofas in a house, and he also saw a child playing football in the ground. Where he was going to, that boy was not familiar to him, so he went to that new boy. But that child told him to just back out and not come towards him, as he just said to him, "I think you don't want to experience paranormal activities, right?" So Max just didn't move any further. And suddenly, some teen boys came towards the new boy and then they started bullying the new boy. And Max did not like that rude behavior. So he shot the new boy's football on the head of one of them and they just ran away. The boy thanked Max and introduced himself as John. He was new in the colony. So, in a hurry, Max just asked him that he would be his friend, and John replied in a soft voice, "Yes, why not?" Max was enjoying his best day in his life. John was the first person to talk to him in a sweet and nice manner after his parents' disappearance. But then Max asked about what John said when they were in the ground. Then he told him that when he shifted to this city and in this house, there he experienced some paranormal activities which he also couldn't explain to him. So he just gave him some examples like nippy winds blowing in John's room while the sun is on its full capacity. A feeling of something is near, staring at him, and someone saying Shinaxis near his ear, and many more. He said that he also tried to tell this to his parents, but whenever he said about this problem, everyone near him just freezed like no movement. But Max didn't, so he felt that he could talk to someone, and that was Max. In reply, Max just said to him, "We would destroy the paranormal spirit because you are my friend." So for the next day, they just planned to find things for the fight, and they finally met on Saturday when they planned to attack the ghost. However, they didn't know where to go and find the ghost. So they just went to the football ground of the colony and they just sat there quietly. But after some time, they saw a hole appearing, so they went there and Max tried to put his finger in the hole, and at the same moment he disappeared. John was freaking out, but then he noticed a sound of Max. So he just put the finger in the hole and went to the place where Max was. They both were in a big jungle in the upper branches of a tree. and saw some tribal people carrying a girl in a cage. They followed the group and the group reached at their spot. Max and John just hid in branches, and there was a very old lady who started saying something in a different language, and a big group of different ghosts were coming towards the tribal spot. And the old lady picked up a knife which had something written on it, and she tried to attack the girl with the same knife. But before that, John just screamed loudly, and the people got them both, and they decided to kill Max and John with the girl. So they first chose Max, and the lady picked up the knife. And as a reflex, Max also just picked up his right hand, which had a birthmark. And a beaming white light came out of his birthmark, and a big blast occurred. All the tribal people and the ghost just vanished. Max found John and the girl near a tree, and a portal opened. Then he went in, and they just reached home. They took the girl to Max's tree house and gave her some medical aid. But when John returned to his home for food, he just took as many things as he could, and he told Max about that. When the girl got her consciousness, at the same moment she saw she was not in a shock because she knew what happened in the jungle, and she told her name as Hannah, and also said that we are the one who were chosen to destroy these ghosts, and said to Max that you are chosen as the one who will lead. And then only the clock's reminder came out for 12 o'clock, and those three were in a shock that something wrong would happen. Their hearts were beating very fast, and then at the same moment Sparky came with a food bucket barking for food. So that's all for now. Uh, then in the next video we're gonna read the chapter 2 of Ghost Order, which is The Hunt Begins. Till then, see ya.